listen, get everybody on the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's Had no need to fight tonight.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to week 4 of the OKLCS. I'll be your host for this evening, Jack Counts. Jack Loves Lamp, as some people might know me. The first game we're going to watch is Pizza Lord's Rebirth versus Jubermensch. The second game will be Trill Boys versus Furious Tomato Dragons. The schedule shows that they're playing the wrong teams, and they are. There was some communication errors. They played the wrong teams. We're going to see if we can straighten it out early, like after the stream today and tomorrow. We're gonna see if we can work it out, but we might not be able to, but we'll try to see what we can figure out. And then last game of the week of the night will be Pigs versus Team Stream Team, which will be a team of some local celebrities like Alex 2, Shivani Man, Ariel West, Thomas Arata, and Matthew Parker, who are all streamers to some extent. So they'll be playing Pigs because the team that Pigs was meant to play the last 2 weeks have forfeited, and we felt bad that they haven't gotten to play a game in a little while, so we tried to set up a fun little celebrity of game of sorts. And then over on the left, you can see who will be playing in Diamond Capped tomorrow night. Yeah, anyway, we'll get into the game. I have prepared it early this time. There we go. Over on the left side, for the Pizza Lord's Rebirth, in the top lane, we've got Parallelogram on Aurelian Soul. In the jungle, Nasty Gnome on Shaco. In the mid lane, John Zoid on Vladimir. And in the bot lane, Lost Sheep and Ned Schneebly on Jin and Janna. Over for Jubermensch, in the top lane, we've got Martian Cthulhu on Gnar. In the jungle, Foralk on Rek'Sai. In the mid lane, DATV on Diana. And in the bot lane, Forpet and Jubermensch on Ashe and Nautilus. And yes, something that we allow, we try to copy a lot of our names, or a lot of our rules from LCS style kinds of things, and they allow subs between matches, or between games in a match, so we allow that as long as you announce substitutions beforehand. So we may change substitution rules, especially after a lot of teams having problems this week. But for now, try to report your subs every week. You know, team comp wise, I'm gonna give the advantage to Jubermensch, I think. I'm a fan of having tanks. I really think a team suffers when you're having tanks, but to be fair, Pizza Lord's Rebirth, their team comp has a lot of zone control, so they have a lot of potential to keep the engage that Jubermensch has at bay. It'll be a matter of, can they disengage better than Jubermensch can engage? Nautilus and Diana Rek'Sai and Mega Gnar all really trying to get in there and engage. Janna, Vladimir, Aurelian Soul, Jin, all really good at playing the backline. So we're gonna see how these team fights are going to play out. One concern they might have is that they have 4 members engage. Shaco going into Ashe alone on the backline might be the end of Ashe in a lot of these fights. We'll have to see how they play it, though. How they play out. Alright, so far, not too much action. Junglers clearing jungle. No early ganks. A little bit of harass. CS about even across the map. A little bit ahead already in top lane. Alright, in the top lane, we see maybe a potential gank happening on Aurelian Soul here. He's out of mana, and Foralk is behind him. This is definitely going to be a flash burn, maybe even a kill. There's the knockup. Martian Cthulhu's on him. There's the flash. He gets a nice stun onto 2 of them after that flash, though. Gets away for his flash. Engaged in the bot lane onto Lost Sheep. Jubermensch with a nice hook. It followed up with his snare. Forpat getting a lot of damage down to Lost Sheep. Druberman's going to eat that W out of Jin to save 4Pat's health bar a little bit. Over in the mid lane, Vlad's pushed up quite a bit. Dat-V going to try and CS under this tower best he can. And 4Alk looks like he's taking this scuttle, maybe going to come down for a gank mid lane afterwards. A top lane Aurelion Sol probably going to be pretty vulnerable without his flash. 4Alk going to go in on Jonzoid. He's going to go ahead and burn the flash. Jonzoid just going to pool, though. Still has his flash available. They're going to put a good amount of damage on him, but he's going to save his flash. And his ghost. Probably not a worthwhile investment in a Rek'Sai. Shaco's coming down. He's going to meet the Rek'Sai, maybe? No, he's going to hide in the bush and let Rek'Sai go on by. The first dragon of this game is Infernal, so we might see some stiff competition over that one. Looks like Shaco's trying to invade Rek'Sai in his jungle. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Juberman hits a nice hook onto Lost Sheep. Lost Sheep almost goes down. Nice knock-up out of Ned Schneebly on this Janna. 4Alk and Nasty Gnome going at it a little bit in the jungle. Gromp gets stolen away by Nasty Gnome. Up to the top lane. A little bit of harass and CS going down. 4Alk's going to catch Nasty Gnome here, but he's going to have a nice... Oh, but he's going to come... He's back in this... It looks like he knows that there's vision. Because he's doing the worm. I assume he wouldn't be doing the worm in the bush unless he knew they had vision there. I do enjoy puns in the chat. Not everyone will, but I will appreciate good puns when it's due. If there is such a thing as good puns. DATV having a little bit of a hard time against the Vlad in this mid lane so far, getting harassed down. Not a good matchup for Diana. Martial Cthulhu in the top lane has a level advantage, but he's going to take a pretty good chunk of harass here as well. Junglers kind of going back and resetting. A lot of fighting went down during the early stages there, especially between the junglers. Maybe a camp or two got stolen, but all in all, not much came of it. A little bit of fighting in the bot lane. 4Pat about half health, but Juberman's doing a good job of zoning. Looks like they're about to make use of Aurelion Sol's flash being down. Rek'Sai is heading top lane. There's no vision. Parallelogram, formerly Sour Milk Heals, I believe someone mentioned. It was very potentially going to go down here. He doesn't have his ultimate to disengage. He lands the stun on Martial Cthulhu, but he's not out of the woods yet. Oh, Martial Cthulhu! Classic Gnar misplay is you flash and click R, but when you click the R, it's not exactly behind you any longer. It's like, it's now in front of you because you flashed and changed where your cursor is when you click, and then you don't ult exactly where you want to go. So something you want to watch out for when you're playing Gnar. Cost him a kill there, cost him a kill. In the mid lane, it looks like 4Alk's coming back down for another gank. Nasty Gnome going to hold top lane a little bit. He's actually getting a lot of damage down on Martial Cthulhu. Martial Cthulhu might be in trouble. Down on the bot lane, Lost Sheep taking a bit of damage, but he has his fourth shot. He's going to get it off onto 4Pat there. A lot of damage. Then Schneebly going to take a bit of damage from Juberman, doing a really good job. Not really taking any damage at all. In the mid lane, DATV trying to... I don't know if it's DATV or just an acronym or DATV. DATV sounds inappropriate, but I don't know. Anyway, trying to get some good trades onto Vladimir, but it's going to be difficult. Vladimir already has that Spectre's Cowl, and he's playing Diana. Very base damage based champion. 4Alk going to find Nasty Gnome. He's leveled down, though. Going to put a little bit of damage down. No vision on Infernal right now. Oh, thank you for bringing it up to me. I had desktop audio muted before the stream to make sure that there weren't any Facebook notification noises going on during the standby screen. You guys wouldn't be able to, or would be interrupted from hearing my wonderful, annoying video game tunes that play during the standby screens. Ooh, nice stun. Trade stuns, I guess. I do have some quiet music going on in the background to try and fill the void when I'm not talking, since it is solo cast. The playlist that I'm playing, it's just a whole bunch of League of Legends music, as well as things that kind of sound a little bit EDM-y, a little bit gamey. Video gamey, I mean. I thought about just playing lots of Mario and Zelda tunes and stuff, but I decided that I should play something else. That might get annoying. Thank you for telling me though, Pixel. I really appreciate it. DATV looks like it's gonna go down to the bot lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, I mean, in the bot lane, Nasty Gnome ganks, but it looks like they're gonna disengage just fine. And I was wrong. In the mid lane, we don't see DATV go down, but he goes very low. In the top lane, no vision of Rek'Sai. Looks like he's trying to gank Parallelogram again. Parallelogram does have his flash up and ultimate this time, so this is gonna be a much harder gank. Cthulhu's gonna take a bit of damage here. Forlock does not get in close enough. He's gonna flash to get the knockup, bring in the stars. Martial Cthulhu's gonna get that Q off, but he doesn't have his flash after his last failed flash ult on Parallelogram. Does RuneScape actually have ranks? I didn't think that was a thing. I haven't played RuneScape in like 5 years though, so. Looks like they're trying to interrupt. No, Rek'Sai ulted to try and get up there to stop the dragon, but it was too late. They had 4 men on it. Then Infernal Drake's gonna go over to PLR, but they might get Ned Schneebly for it. He's going to, nope, first blood over just in time. Gets first blood before Martial Cthulhu gets soloed out in the top lane. Looks like Forlock is potentially gonna go down to Nasty Gnome here, but he barely makes it. Diana picks up a double kill, cleaning up on the backside. 3 kills over to Juverminch, 1 kill and Dragon over to Pete's Lord's Rebirth. The 1 kill that they got there too was a solo kill in the top lane, so had it not been for that solo kill, that would have been most likely, well, I don't know. Maybe not a, depending on how Juverminch snowballs off of that, might have been not worth for PLR, but Infernal Dragon does have some pretty good scalings throughout the game. The ATV on Diana. Diana does a pretty hefty chunk of damage to towers, especially after the changes a while back, buffing AP champions damage to towers. She has that attack speed in her kit. She has the the third proc, which I believe does damage towers. She's gonna go in on Parallelogram here and burn the flash quite quickly. Doesn't even take any damage in response. Have a moment of quiet here. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Hope everybody had a good week. Nasty Gnome hiding on a pink ward in this tri-bush. He's gonna deceive over the wall. They don't see the puff of smoke. He's got the slow on the 4-pat. They're gonna exhaust ult and snare him, but it was a very close range ult. The stun's not gonna be for very long, but they are gonna get away for it. A little bit of trading damage in the top lane. PLR's bot lane shoving in a little bit. Gotta run out of mana and back though. Martial Cthulhu, been solo killed once and a little bit of CS down. About 20 thus far. So he's a fair bit behind Parallelogram right now. In the mid lane, we see about even CS, jungle even CS, and in the bot lane, pretty large CS advantage for Juverminch and Juverminch and 4-pat here. I should just get a sound effect of cheering and just play it whenever I see a pink ward go down. Have it on a macro or something. Actually, no, I'm gonna clear away a pink ward. Well done. Let me know if the music that's playing in the background, it's pretty quiet, it's supposed to be, but if it's too quiet or too loud, let me know. 4-pat gonna get taken out by 2 shots out of that Jhin ult after stepping on a trap. Or getting hit by a W, it might have been. A little bit of trading going on in the mid lane in favor of Jonzoid right now. Gonna pick up a bit of a CS advantage after the last couple of waves. 4-pat dead. Gonna lose some CS into the tower now, so there goes that CS advantage that he has accrued. Juverminch gonna pick it up though. Nautilus a pretty good champion for picking up CS. Nasty No maybe looking for a gank top lane. There is a pink ward in that Tribush, but he may just deceive straight into the lane. He doesn't have vision in the river. Parallel. Oh my god, that's hard to say in the moment. Gonna get a decent chunk of damage onto Martial Cthulhu here. Takes a tower shot, but it's just the first one. Teleport from Diana up into the top lane. Looks like they want Parallelogram here. There goes the Aurelion Soul ult. He immediately goes out of combat, but the ultimate on DATV stops him. Nasty Gnome in the backside is gonna assassinate Martial Cthulhu. DATV just trying to get Parallelogram before he goes down to make this at least a little worth, but it's not. He kind of maybe clicked on the minimap there a little bit. I'm not sure, but he kind of lost his movement. Johnswa. Pink ward goes down. Gearbench flashes some mastery. Directed camera kept flashes down to just show him flashing the mastery. We're all kind of wanting to save the tower here, but doesn't want to get in close. He's not going to be able to save it. That's first tower blood over to PLR. Gearbench going all in onto Lost Sheep here. They get a lot down, but that Ned Schneebly had a pretty good Janna ult there to help zone, but Ned Schneebly's probably going to go down here. He flashes away, but 4Pat flashes forward. Parallelogram's here to try and help save the day. 4Pat gets the heal off onto Juberminch, but it's not going to be enough. Lost Sheep flashes. He's going to take out Juberminch. Juberminch shouldn't have taken the moment to throw out the Q and put him in range of that last auto attack. Had he just kept walking, might have been fine. Martial Cthulhu, oh no, gets a little bit too close and gets locked up by the Lost Sheep's W. Parallelogram putting a lot of damage on the 4Pat. Doesn't want to go into the tower though. 3v3 in the bot lane, but Jin's gonna ult on the 4Pat here and he takes him out pretty quickly. I've heard that Riot is planning on nerfing the slow to Jin's ult, I believe. Make it a little bit more jukeable. I'm not sure. They might change their plans since Armor Pin is getting nerfed. Or changed nerfed. Martial Cthulhu can't really hold out against Jonzoid. Jonzoid flashes. Didn't have the E prepped. Generally something you want to do when you flash forward is Vlad. He's now a little bit caught out without his flash as well, but he has Nasty Gnome to put down some boxes and help him get out of this situation. I want to see Singed in an OKLCS game so I can make a pun about sticky situations. Yeah, some of these unique AD carries definitely face an issue of potentially falling off the face of the earth. But we are going into preseason. And I believe Riot is wanting to make a pass at some champions that have been too strong for too long and too weak for too long. I think they mentioned Aatrox and Callista specifically as champions that might get changes as the preseason goes on. Hey Matthew. Matthew Parker, aka Ultimate Gaming, aka Divinity. One of the League of Legends Oklahoma admins. Gonna be one of our guest local celebrities for the game later. 3 members of Juberminch on the bot side now. Looks like they're definitely going to want to go for this tower. Juberminch going to take away a pink ward. Well done. I think Tuesday's the last day that AD carries have an easy life. I don't know. I mean, it's really going to come down. I mean, I feel like it's going to be more like supports having a last day of supports having an easy life. Life's going to get harder for supports because assassins, their burst is going up, but the time it takes to get the burst off is also about tripling. So we're gonna Ned Schneebly uses that ultimate, but it just pins that DATV right there next to him. DATV, I guess. I'm just gonna start saying DATV. That's faster. Martial Cthulhu running into Jonzoid. Parallelogram coming in over on that side too, but the dragon goes over to Juberminch. Nice hook on a Nasty Gnome. He ults, but the ultimate from Dotto still hits him. He's going to deceive out of there. Here's the ultimate coming in from Jin, trying to hit somebody to take them out. Martial Cthulhu goes Mega. DATV still onto Jonzoid, not really getting much for it. Missed ult by Martial Cthulhu, flashes his mastery. DATV in a bit of trouble here, doesn't have a lot of disengage. His team's going to help him out though. That stun is not going to land. He's going to flash, but 4Pat's not so lucky. Going to get hit by that stun and then the ult out of Aurelion Sol. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the fault. It's primarily the fault of the captains of T-Boys and Furious Tomato Dragons for not looking at the schedule quite right. Wow, a lot of damage out of Jonzoid. They're gonna catch Nautilus out after that tower goes down. A little bit too low to be hanging around. But yeah, they played the wrong team, and then the teams that they were supposed to play, Vengeance and I believe it was Freelance 5. Yes, they should have been more adamant and more on top of scheduling to make sure that the teams they were supposed to play knew that they were supposed to play them, but the fault is more on the teams who played the wrong team by a decent margin. But yeah, in the future, make sure you're doing a good job of sorry, long team fight going on here. I'm debating whether to... It looks like the disengage is going to be successful. DATV might make... No, doesn't make anything happen. But anyway, the responsibility for scheduling is on everyone, but the forfeits will go to the mostly at fault people. So it's up to your team captains to really push to get your games scheduled, so that way all of you players get to actually play your games. Yeah, 2 teams played the wrong team, but the teams that they were supposed to play, I don't think did a very good job of getting in contact with the teams that they were supposed to play enough to let them know that they were playing the wrong teams, you know? Anyway, long story short, ooh, Nasty No might get out here, but he's slowed while deceived. He's gonna try to take 4-Alk with him, and he succeeds, takes down 4-Alk. Parallelogram, we're gonna run into DATV in the jungle though, but here comes Jin ult and Jonzoid. Ned Schneebly hears as well. That DATV gonna go down, takes the kill away before Jin picks it up. Yeah, thank you all the teams who are on top of this shit. For the most part, the teams that are playing this evening have been pretty on top of it. Vengeance, I think, has been on top of it. FTD is Furious Tomato Dragons, if that's what you're... I don't know what the question is, but FTD is Furious Tomato Dragons. But yeah, good job being on top of it, the captains who are. You guys are doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it, your players appreciate it, and players on other teams appreciate it when they get to play. Yeah, OGR had to forfeit, I believe, against Pigs because I think it was some scheduling issues. If you guys need more subs, you can always borrow subs from other teams that are willing to let you use them. Using a sub from another team is okay, but you can't use a starter from another team as a sub for your team. Same as OKLCS, or regular LCS rules, I believe. Anyway, back to this game. As this game progresses, about a 4 to 5k gold lead for PLR right now. Up 6 kills, even in Dragons, and actually down a tower despite everything. They're winning a lot of fights, but they haven't taken too many objectives off of winning the fights, which makes it hard to close out a game. But they do get a pick, and it looks like they're going to try to force more off of it right now. Marsha Cthulhu maybe gonna make... He didn't walk through the wall. He should have walked into the base there. Would have been okay had he just walked through the wall most likely. Although Parallelogram did have ult, so he's probably going down either way. Yeah, just let me know if you ever need more subs. I have lots of... I don't mind contacting people on the free agent list, and there's lots of people in my friend group who can always play if need be. Nice pull by Jonzoid to dodge that arrow, but he might go down anyway, getting chased down pretty hard by DATV here. He's going to blow the ult and try to kite back, and he is going to succeed. In the meanwhile, in the bot lane, Jin ult came through, and it looks like they tried to get an engage onto Drumovich here. Drumovich might actually go down. No, but he flashes away. Marsha Cthulhu going to try and put a little down, a little damage, but takes more of these bars before. Parallelogram 1v3ing down here behind this tower. He's 6-0-4, pretty fed on this Aurelion Soul pick right now. Has GLP and relies. DATV comes in on the backside though and picks off Ned Schneebly's Diana. That barely misses the hook on Parallelogram. He's gonna get out of here. He looks like he wants to turn with Nasty Gnome here. Nasty Gnome gonna get ulted by Nautilus. Looks like it follows through that ultimate, making him untargetable for a moment. Gonna get them to back off for the time being. They're gonna lose some kills off of it, pick up a kill too, but no turrets once again. And the topside minions though did pick up the turret, I believe, so that is 3-3 in turrets now. Oh, and just curious, what do you guys think of face cam? In the LCS, they don't do face cam, so we don't do face cam for the most part. It's just kind of distracting. But I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Anyway, 4L gonna get caught out here. Goes in a little bit too deep. Finds himself between a rock and a hard place. A mountain drake in a hard place. Gets taken down. All 5 members down here by this dragon and the jungler down. Looks like they're gonna maybe try to push in a top tower since Diana's up in the top lane. If the response is about neutral, we'll continue going without a face cam. We just never knew. We didn't know if it was something people wanted or preferred not to have or didn't care. Parallelogram gonna try to all-in DATV in the top lane. Big chunk of damage on the Parallelogram just from that little bit of burst there. Oh, see, I think it takes away from the game a little bit too. Ned Schneebly and John Zoid come up to the top lane to help pick him off. He almost gets onto Parallelogram and takes him out there, but a nice ult from Parallelogram gets him the space he needs, and Diana goes down. I don't have your pretty face, friend. I think a face cam does take away from the game a little bit. I am in agreement. If it was an overwhelming demand for face cam, we would do it. Looks like we might see a fight break out here in the top lane. Juberminch coming around the corner. Doesn't pick the fight though. They don't know where some of the members are. Jin and Ned Schneebly though coming up to the mid tower. Almost a hook on a John Zoid. Parallelogram waiting in the wings though in case a fight breaks out, trying to hang out. He doesn't have his ultimate and he's a little bit below half health, but looks like he's gonna try and go in. Anyway, lands a stun onto Juberminch, pretty big chunk of damage. Juberminch gonna ult John Zoid and walk away. He gets ulted for Pat, and he's going down to this ultimate. Yep, there it is. Huge damage out of John Zoid and Parallelogram. Both of them pretty fed right now. A lot of the highest amounts of CS in the game. They are tied for first and second there. Pretty solid KDAs as well. Looks like a tower is going to go down in the top lane in favor of PLR, growing their gold lead to about almost exactly a 10k gold lead. Ned Schneebly uses his ult there. I don't know if he really meant to, but that's okay. They're fairly ahead and they're backing off at the moment. Juberminch gonna clear away chunk of their jungle. DATV gonna find Nasty Gnome though. They might be able to pick him up. No, Nasty Gnome actually takes out Diana faster than she can get the kill. Marshall goes in, but now he's got a little bit more than he bargained for. Gets feared up and he's gonna get taken out by Parallelogram. Parallelogram gets hit by the Ash Arrow though. Stunned for quite a long time, but here comes John Zoid. They don't want this fight anymore. They've lost too many members. I have flashed my boobs on stream before, on my Jack Loves Lamp stream. If you guys are ever looking for some local streamers to watch, now like as I mentioned another stream, you can pull up the local streamers page that's just below the stream under the local streamers tile and watch some of those guys. Also, during the off days of Get Wrecked of OKLCS stuff, we tend to auto-host a lot of the local streamers. So you can go to this channel during weekdays when we're not streaming and be directed to one of the local streamers who happens to be going. So support your local streamers. Oh shit. Earthquake. Damn, this is scary. I'm always worried my house is gonna collapse. It's kind of an old house. A potential fight breaking out. Nautilus gets the ultimate off, but Aurelion Sol gets enough distance between him. JonZoid a little bit locked into a fight here. He might get taken out while DATV goes in on the backside. DATV gets taken out, and JonZoid flashes away. That ult comes through and gets him back to almost full health. Forpat definitely going to go down here to Lost Sheep. Lost Sheep probably going to take out Martian Cthulhu as well. DFT takes him out. No, Nasty Gnome takes him out. With 4 members down and the death timers being what they are, this could be game if they push this minion. Oh, never mind. It looks to be a surrender. They know the game is ending. There's the surrender. I believe this series was over in 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah, I haven't modernized Get Wrecked OK to the peak of my stream knowledge yet. I updated the tiles recently, but haven't updated to the fullest of its extents. Should probably get Nightbot going. I have a lot of new things that I've learned how to do with Muxie and Nightbot and stuff that I should probably get set up on here. I've only done the tiles so far. I'll get those things done eventually. Gonna keep trying to improve the stream best I can. As many visuals as possible, as useful visuals as possible, such as the one around me right now. But I was told by the players of JUE Game 2 was better. I wasn't in the games. I just sort of heard that from like 2 people. So sorry if that wasn't the game you want to watch. We'll be going live with the next game, T-Boys versus Furious Tomato Dragons. They're all in the same friend group together, I believe, and they did mistakenly play each other this week, but we're going to stream it and count it as their game anyway, just so we have it out of the way, since they already did play it, and we're going to try and straighten out the complications of gold capped, early gold quaked. God, everyone's saying quake in the chat, and it's getting to me. Anyway, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes with T-Boys versus Furious Tomato Dragons. It's a rivalry game. And then after that, starting at about 9 o'clock or so, we're going to be watching Pigs versus the Stream Team, our local celebrities. So be sure to come by and watch that. It'll be live. It'll be live. So we get to watch Champion Select and everything. It's going to be great. All right, we'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes. See you soon.